Maybe you can try this dating agency, Douglas.
Please, I am not so desperate. I am currently rated highly desirable in my range.
Are there many other available androids in your range?
May I have the flyer, please? Perhaps I will try the dating agency.
Good luck, Douglas.
Thank you, Rania. I can afford you a reward. You can have my optimal dating ritual instigation line, or some credits.
The line is tempting. I think I'll take the limbs.
Coffee is the only canned coffee with creamy, authentic, milk-inspired flavorings and norepinephrine. Kickstar Coffee. Kick the brain clouds away. score today and get 20% faster reactions time and up to 30% funnier improv comedy.
Excuse me. I see your name tag there. Mortame.
Do you know what happened to Bob?
Bob Mortame? I found a memory card with that name.
Oh, thank God. They still haven't found his
Hava?
body. He was in a big crash. The traffic signals all changed to purple at the main junction in Devereaux. Over 100 vehicles. The city has gone insane.
I'm so sorry. So this is probably yours. Please take it.
Thank you.
I guess it fell all the way down here after the accident.
Yes, the crash was 3 sectors above. But I don't understand. Why did he have these memories backed up?
I don't know.
This says summer 76.
Sometimes the memory clinics give you a backup when you have memories deleted.
But summer 76 was our wedding. Is that why he wanted to talk to me that night?
Janet, I am not from the city, so I get a lot of things wrong. Actually, I think most people go to the memory clinic to make sure they don't forget the important memories. They get a backup so that they can hold on to them forever.
Is that true?
Yes, definitely. I am sure.
Well, at least I have this now. Please, take some limbs as a reward. You could have kept this memory card and never told me.
Oh, there's no need. It's not worth anything, really.
It's not for the memory card, dear. It's for the kindness. Please take it. It'll make me feel better.
Thank you, Mrs. Mortame.
from restrictions, breaking barriers. Honima is Nivalis. Honima Enterprises. Yamakai Incorporated, the future of Nivalis and the world. Onima is Nivalis. Onima Enterprises.
You from the East, lady?
Thanks.
You folks from the...
Welcome to Neo's
That's pretty sweet. Thanks for this, Neo.
Have a spect.
Excuse me, I see you sell old stuff. Do you know what this is?
Pass it here. Let's see. Oh my.
What is it? I thought maybe an old music storage.
Music? No, not at all. This is a game. An old one at that. Where did you find it?
Actually, it was near some trash.
No, I don't believe it.
So it's an antique.
Oh yes, this was played on a Spectrum home computer. 48K. You needed an interface to make the joystick work. Kempston or ProTech. Otherwise, you had to play on the rubber keys.
Even the words I understood in that sentence didn't make sense.
It's like this, you see. You put this tape into a tape recorded first and...
Nope, still no clue.
Long ago, information was stored on magnetic tapes. You see the strips here? These wound round playheads or something like that. No one knows exactly how it operated now, but we can feed this into our comprehender and it gives us executable code.
So this was a game people played on a screen?
Oh yes, it would take a long time to upload the data to memory, and the executable data itself is tiny. It's hard to comprehend how our progenitors managed to work within such strict memory constraints.
You're really into this stuff, aren't you?
I'm interested in the technology, sure, but what really fascinates me is this game. You controlled a little sprite, you walked along a street and you punched everyone you came across. We believe these old games were deeply symbolic, like Sisyphus with the rock.
So they were morality lessons?
We collectors believe so. I think every one of these classic games can teach us a lesson.
What did punching people in the street teach us?
Metaphorically, it is telling us that we cannot simply fight urban decay through physical force. You see, in this game, when you win, you start again.
So the cycle repeats.
Exactly. So through the game, we learn that the violence is entertainment, but the creator of the game seeks to tell us that violence is also pointless.
These old games were pretty deep. How did this end up lying on the street?
There's plenty of other street vendors who are collectors like me. One of them, Old Sinclair, he died last week. And you're not really allowed to own this stuff. If CorpSec catches you...
Oh, I'm sorry about Mr. Sinclair.
He was in the zone that fell into the sea last month. Can't be helped. You should keep your eye out for more of these. They may be scattered all over the city.
You'll pay me for them?
I sure will, as long as you keep it quiet. In fact, I can even show you this one if you like. It has a 2-player mode. We can punch people in the street together.
Maybe another time. Just the limbs are fine. I have another one. This time, I'm sure it's a game. It's on magnetic tape again, but just one big flat disc.
A floppy? Give it here. Oh yes, I know this one. Much quicker to load than the tapes. This is Darkmare.
What's it about?
It's a kind of RPG.
Rocket-propelled grenade? So it's a military game.
No, it's a real playing game. You play through the real life of a person. In this case though, it's the real life of a dungeon exploring adventurer with a sword and armor.
I assume you mainly hit things with your sword?
Yes and no. These games often had quite complex systems. Statistics for your strength and dexterity and so on, all measured with numbers.
Why did people stop playing those sorts of games?
Some people never did. I'm in some classic game clubs. Illicit meetups where we play board and card games, and classics like this.
Why are they illicit?
Co-ops own the rights to these games, even the really old ones. In our club, we had to pool our finances for a year for a chess license. That's the only official one we could afford. That's why I had the games behind the counter.
Is that why these old games hold such value then? Because they're illegal?
That's not the only reason. These games define our past. They were our escapism and our succor for 1,000 years. 100,000. We resolved conflict, explored ideas, went on adventures, and created whole new worlds with these games. We can't let the medium slip away from the people who need it most.
Pretty idealistic for a street peddler.
I just really like games. They're important.
All right, you convinced me. Maybe I will come and try Darkmare.
I'll start loading it up.
After I finish my shift.